All right, going live. I'm gonna wait for a few of y'all to come into the room, and then we are going to discuss Caesar Emmanuel from Black Ink Crew allegedly putting hands and feet on his daughter. And I have a particular understanding of such a situation. So I decided to come to y'all tonight and talk to you guys while I have it fresh on my mind. And of course, most of you guys will watch the playback. But a lot of you guys will be awake at this time, which is 11:37 p.m. Lyric and I are just coming back from a good time at Seaworthy, because they have a late night happy hour. So we went to enjoy. And I've been spilling wine on myself ever since. So I'm going to play y'all the audio of what Caesar's daughter said on Instagram. I'm going to read you guys what his girlfriend said. And then I'm going to give my opinion from my particularly knowledgeable perspective about this situation. Okay? So it's late. So I know it's only going to be a few of y'all, but I'm absolutely fine with that. Let me just tell Instagram that I am on live. And if they are up, they can come and see me right quick, right fast. Okay? Because this will probably be a sizable video, but not that long. Okay? Post. Hey you guys, it's late, but I'm on Instagram Live to talk about Caesar Emmanuel from Black Ink Crew and his daughter saying that he put hands and feet on her. So come listen to me talk about this very specific situation that I have knowledge of from, yeah, y'all know what I mean, from personal experience. Hey you guys, it's... Okay. YouTube. And let me also give a heads up to some of my members so they'll know just in case. And then I'll get into it. Just want to make sure I give everybody a chance to step into the light, Caroline. Let's see. Let's see if it shows up. At a time, watching those standing line for a slice of devil's pie. All right, let's see. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I'm gonna give y'all a moment, and then I'm gonna get into this. Okay. I was gonna wait until. Hey guys, it's late, but I'm on. That's me. Because Instagram acts funny now. I want to get this done so I can go back to watching Bridgerton or whatever it's called on Netflix. Okay. I just want to pull it up first, and then I'm going to play it, and we'll get into it. Okay. It's like 51 of y'all in there. Hey. Jenny, Serenity, something with a T that I can't see because I'm blind. Julia, Happy New Year. Hey, everybody. This is actually my first video of the new year. No, it's not. It's my first live of the new year. You think you can give us a little Bridgerton review? I am. I'm going to give you guys a comprehensive first season Bridgerton review. I'm literally obsessed. And I cannot wait to give you guys like a review of the entire season, which I will be doing tomorrow. Because I'm going to like finish it up and then go back through and make my notes for the things I want to talk about. And I'm going to give y'all a review about that. If it's not tomorrow, it's definitely going to be next week. I just want to make sure I have everything because I haven't been making notes, but I've been just watching it enthralled and obsessed. I love it. It's absolutely amazing. Shonda Rhimes did such a good job. The costumage, you know, the sets. Bridgerton is beautiful. So I will definitely be getting that together for y'all because that will happen sooner than later. As far as Nicki Minaj, yes, I did see her baby's cheeks. Oh my god, her baby is adorable. I'm so happy for her. I know what it's like to want to have a baby and to want to get pregnant and all of that. So I feel like I'm so happy for her to have her cute little Cabbage Patch baby. Adorable. Cheeks, looks just like her. I'm sure as the baby gets older, it'll look more like Kenneth Petty. But right now, the baby looks very much like Nicki Minaj, and I'm, all adorable. Like, oh my god, the cheeks. Okay, but anyway, you guys, I'm gonna play the audio that we first heard. I'm gonna go through it, and then we're gonna talk about this whole seed situation. Okay. Happy birthday, Marvel. Okay. Stop texting my mother saying stupid shit. I ain't speak on a situation cause shit I know will ruin someone's life. So that's why I'm quiet. Don't seem quiet to me. Um, not what? No. I don't fuck with my sperm donor, and no, I will never forgive him, nor will I ever claim him as a father. That's the first one. Okay. So then Caesar's girlfriend decided to chime in. We had maids. No one made her clean a bedroom house. I'm sorry. I think she means an 8 bedroom house or however many numbers you put on the and asterisk. Hold up, let me see. Let me see. Let me see what it comes out to on my yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that's supposed to be. The way my keyboard is set up, I don't know. But it's supposed to be some bedroom, I guess 4 or 5 bedrooms, whatever it is. She's saying that nobody was asking Cheyenne to clean up. Okay? She was supposed to wash dishes. You want $600 wigs, but don't want to wash dishes. Kids these days have no respect, don't respect their mom or dad, and want the world who raised you. Back in the day, if you talk back, you got your ass whipped. This generation different. You was 60 pounds overweight when we got you. We had you in the gym on meal plans. You told me you wish I was your mother. Maybe you would be different. Him and I would argue over me defending you. Everyone told me I was crazy. Mind my business. I see it now. She mad you used to call me mom. She uses you to talk shit because she don't have the heart to do it herself. That's what she meant to say, but that's not what she typed. Her mother got kicked off the show and trying to get her storyline back. Where her mother now while she talking all this? She has no respect, no discipline, nothing. You on video talking to the police. Stop it. They thought the craziness would run me away. Nope, I'm still here. Nice try though. You couldn't run me away like you did the others. He hit me and the cops came. And there's a fucking police report in Atlanta. He paid the cops. The cops was gonna take me. There was a female cop. The cops was gonna take me. That nigga sat and paid them so they won't take me. If it wasn't for my mother and fucking Bill covered me a fucking flight, I would not be in New York right now. I would still be in that house with no phone or nothing. He took my phone. He took my fucking computer, and I was in the fucking shower when he beat me. I was in the fucking shower when he beat me. He broke my fucking door. He hit me in the shower. And I'm not supposed to be like he broke my fucking door. No, it's funny because she's screaming so loud the whole time. That's why it's funny. But I'm going to get into it. Give me a minute. And then he come in my room. Okay. So Cheyenne then says later on, I'm going to address this for the last time. The level of disrespect from my father, pulling me out of the shower, then beating me while I was naked is a problem, period. I have no reason to fabricate a story. It's a shame that because he's on TV, that people would think it's okay to kick me, punch me, and stomp me like I'm a dog in the street. It is not okay. I'm here to speak my truth. I'm here to speak my truth. I'm sorry, y'all. It's a little hard for me. I'm here to speak my truth. He knows what he has done. The police was called. There are records. All of you trolls can say what you want. This is my reality of what transpired. As for his girlfriend, she been stalking my dad for years when he was with Duchess. How can you respect anyone that put his hands on his daughter the way he did? And how do you allow her to argue back and forth with a 16-year-old at the shade room? She put hands and feet on me. I'm a female. I'm the mom that has a daughter. No, all right. Hand on that door. So that's as much as we know about it thus far, correct? Let me see. Because I haven't seen any response from me. And I'm sorry, any response from C's. And something tells me that C's will probably not respond until he can't not respond anymore. It says, meanwhile, C's is having a family night with his girlfriend. I don't know how you having a family night without your daughter. I don't know whose family you're with. But I don't know how you can have family night without your fucking kid. And Tommy is in the comments with clap hands and prayer hands. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but you obviously are speaking from personal experience. Let me take off my glasses because I want y'all to see me without the glare from the light. So I've talked about my relationship with my dad before. I have. My dad is deceased. He died in 2009. There's something that stays with me. And that has stayed with me my whole life. And it was this one day where we had both of the grandkids. My mom probably, if she won't watch this, but if she does, she might be upset. I don't care. Like, I love you, Mom, but I have to talk about this because I wanted to talk about this. And now that this situation has happened, because she said he put hands and feet on me. So take this ride with me. So I was like, probably like 13, 14 years old. And the reason why I know I was that age is because my niece and nephew were born in 2000 when I was 12. So probably around 13, this happened. They were like both toddlers, very young, still needed diapers changed. I had a phone in my room, right? So I run in my room because the phone is ringing. I answer the phone. My daddy is in the front room in the den trying to handle changing diapers for both my niece and my nephew at the same time. I'm in my bedroom. I went back there to get a diaper bag or to get something that we needed for the babies. But my mom called on my personal phone, which was a different line from the house phone. So I answer the phone. I'm like, hey, my daddy is calling me to do something. What you need? Blah, 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 blah. I screamed to my daddy because he's screaming for me. Brittany, I need you to hurry up. The baby's da da da. I said, I'm coming, daddy. Mama called me. I must not have screamed loud enough from my bedroom all the way to the front of the house in the den where he was. So my dad is mad because he thinks I'm ignoring him. Meanwhile, I'm on the phone with my mother. I hang up the phone with my mom. I'm running down the hallway to get to my dad because he's been calling me like he didn't hear me, right? He's coming down the hallway towards me, so enraged. And the first thing he does is hit me, knocks me down to the ground. He was so angry that I started to like back up. and he kicked at me. He didn't kick me. Bless you, baby. He kicked at me, standing over me. I'm 13 years old. My dad kicks at me. You can tell there was a moment when he was like, don't kick her. That's your little girl. Don't kick her. So there's a moment in his mind where I can see him wanting to kick me, but deciding that he shouldn't, but making the movement anyway, and then like not connecting. I will never forget that moment because it hurts to this day because I was always trying. I wasn't one of those kids that was disrespectful just because, like my sister, I didn't disregard his feelings like my brother or my oldest sister. And in that moment, like other moments, he forgot that I was his little girl. And because he was so angry, he couldn't see it in that moment until I say, Daddy. And he stops himself. And after that, my mom comes home, and knowing that you have to be on your partner's side because your kids will play you against each other. In that moment, they're both in my room. And I'm like laying in my bed like this, crying, but not really saying anything. Because I felt like I was trying to get there in time. And when my mom comes into the room, she doesn't defend me. And I was so hurt because there was so many times when I was trying to be everything that was required of me. And he would just be so mad in that moment. And there were times when I would see him catch himself. So I know that he didn't want to be like that, but it's something he couldn't really help as much. And I know that because now I'm an adult and I get angry. And there are times when I do things that I didn't mean to do, or say things that I didn't mean to say. And because I am my mother's child, I am a forgiving child. And I was forgiving of him. No matter what he did, it just took a little while, and I would always forgive him. But he did that to me. And I'll never forget it because I didn't deserve it. I didn't deserve it. And I was, like I said, I was trying. Like me, I gotta hurry up. Dad is calling me. And she comes home like, he must have handled it right. You must have did something. Even though she was like, yeah, I heard her tell you that she was on her way. She was coming. After that, we were out of town for business, for something. His business, something. And we went to this mall out of town. And I can't even remember what mall it was. But he was like, I'm going to the mall. Come on, let's go to the mall. I'm going to the mall. We get into like a shoe store. Like a athletic store or something like that. And he's like, buy whatever you want to buy. Whatever, pair of shoes you want. Get whatever pair of shoes you want. He could never say sorry, but he would show he was sorry. And he bought me these pair of DMX tennis shoes that I really, really wanted at the time. They were big shit, okay? So that was his way of apologizing, was to buy things. Because if you admit vocally that you're wrong, then this is something that your kids can bring up later to hold over your head so you don't have to listen to them. I understand the logic, but I'm still your little kid, Hey, Crystal. Thank you, love. Thank y'all for the super chat. I didn't get on here for that, but I appreciate it. My daddy put hands and almost put feet on me. So I feel like I have a particular understanding of what this does to you in the long run. Yeah, he apologized and I forgave him. And I had told y'all that years later, I saw something in my dad that made me understand him clearer. That is why there are pictures of him all around this house, because I know that he was not perfect and his parents fucked him up and he still tried. And in the moments where he lost control, I saw him stop himself. Even if he couldn't give me the humility that was required for the damage that he had done, I still felt like I understood him well enough to appreciate the apologies however they came. However they came. Whether it was in shoes or getting everything I asked for Christmas or for my birthday, or, we got a brand new bed, so you take our queen size bed. Thank you, Serenity. Parents think they can't be parents and still be corrected about things by this. Yeah, no, they don't. They don't feel like that. And a part of me still understands why. Because as soon as you apologize, kids will try to hold the shit over your head. Like, oh, remember that time you did this? That's for a reason not to listen to you. Making you being fallible, you being able to be proven wrong, means that at other times they could say, I don't have to listen to you because you were wrong this time. So I understand him. So I have forgiven him, but it still hurts because that wasn't the only time I had gotten hit, beaten, whipped for something that was never intended to be insolence or disrespectful. There were at least 3 times in my memory that I could think of where somebody else did something, I didn't deserve it, or it was some bullshit as to why I was physically reprimanded by my father. But I understand him because my daddy was born in 1948 by 2 parents, one of which the daddy was so fucking hard and so, strict that you would think my daddy was cotton candy in comparison. And a mother who was so involved in one child that she ignored the needs of another. So I understood my dad. By the time my dad died, when I was like 19, I had a clearer understanding of who he was as a person. And even without that, I would never have aired him out. Not only because there was no internet, but I would never have aired him out to anybody about what happened because my daddy was there every day. Every day, without fail. Because I feel like nowadays, people feel like if they're there sometimes for their kids, if they're there on the weekends or ever so often, or when they have custody, that's enough. And I feel like that's not enough. Was my dad fucked up? Absolutely. Did he in some way traumatize all of his kids? Absolutely. But he was there every day. He cooked meals. He laid out clothes. He took you to school. He was a single parent at one point. He could not tame his anger in this world. But there were moments when my dad was everything that he could be for you, no matter what. And nobody could stop him from being that. Provider, protector, like I said, there every fucking day. The difference between my daddy and Ceasar Emmanuel. And why I would never air my daddy out for any of his mistakes, especially while he was living. I might do it now because I feel like it might help somebody else and it pertains to the situation and it frees me to say it. While he was alive, I would never have talked about this because I would never have wanted to embarrass him or put his mistakes on Front Street, because I feel like everybody makes mistakes. And ultimately, nobody made me feel safer while made me more scared at the same time. And I feel like Cease has not been there on a daily basis for his daughter to earn that loyalty. So she gets online and she sprays him, which is not the right decision. But because her mom, I feel like, probably backed her up to do that, that's what she did. She got online and she put him on blast. I would not have done that. But like I said, my loyalty to this man is because at the end of the day, I feel like he did his best. And his best was a hell of a lot, because I am the person that I am. I am able to give what I give to other people because my daddy was who he was, faults and all. So I forgive him for the moments that he failed me. I forgive him for the moments that he hurt me because he couldn't control his own anger. I forgive him for that. And I always have. And no matter how much it hurts me, I always will, because nothing in my life has made me a better person than having my mom and my dad in my life the way they were, which is adults who put aside everything else for the kids, but ultimately was still human beings that fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And my mom has been there in ways that she didn't have to be. You know what I'm saying? In ways that are not required of parents of grown children. But she was still there. She still is there in emotional support and financial support. My mom, even though she didn't know she would become that, is a safety net in the way my daddy was. And I tell y'all, my daddy was a safety net because when he died, I felt like I no longer had one. And then when I bought my house, my mom was like, no matter what, you will never lose that house because I will move out of my apartment and help you pay for it before I let you lose it. And my mom has never asked anything of me. She has only given to me. So I forgive her for the moments that she wasn't the best. And I forgive my daddy for the moments that he wasn't the best. Because ultimately, like I said, they sacrificed in every way and they were there the way they were supposed to be. Ceasar has not been there every day for Cheyenne. So when you show up and want to discipline your children, you need to read your fucking room. Now, we don't know if this is true or not because it's all alleged. But Cheyenne has not had him there every day for a long time now. And I ain't never seen her get online to spray him. So I firmly believe that if she felt the need to get online and say something, it's because something happened. The girlfriend gets online, which was completely out of place. Even if you felt that way, you don't get online and say that shit. Because it's not about you, bitch. It's not about you. And if they were trying to run you away, and oh, these kids these days, and you got whipped if you was disrespectful. She is 16 years old, and he is a male parent who has not been there every day. He needed to read his fucking room. And you just came into the picture. I don't care how long you've been in the picture, but you have not been there Cheyenne's whole life. So you don't have the right to publicly get online and speak about whatever is going on between that man and his child, because he didn't get online and speak about it. I haven't seen a response from him yet. And that's because he's probably trying to think about it before he does it. I don't know whether he allowed you to get online and speak on his daughter or not, but bitch, you wouldn't be my old lady for much longer after that type of oversteppage. Okay? That may not be a word. I don't care. she should not have got online to respond to his 16-year-old daughter. Because regardless of whether his 16-year-old daughter was right or wrong, she's a child responding to the pain she's felt from her father. That ain't got shit to do with you as a girlfriend. So you should have stayed in your motherfucking place and supported your man in whatever he felt the need to do. And if you have been trying with his daughter like you say you have, then you would have known that getting online and airing her out and talking about what children should be okay with wasn't your motherfucking place. I don't care what Crystal is doing to be on the show or not. I don't care how flawed Crystal's ass is ever since she got her jaw fixed and her body done, bitch. I don't care. As a girlfriend, if you're really trying to come into a situation and facilitate a calming situation between Ceasar of Black Ink Crew and his daughter, who he has not been there for on an everyday basis, your best plan of action was to play it back and stay quiet. And if you had anything to say, it should have been said to his daughter, to her mother, or to him, but not to the internet, bitch. I don't care what you talking about. And how immature are you? They tried to run me away. What? I don't give a shit what Crystal is doing. And I honestly don't give a fuck if his daughter doesn't like you because she feels like you get more love and attention than she did in this entire 16 years of her life. I don't even care about that. What I care about is an adult acting as an adult and knowing that a 16-year-old is still a child. So whatever happened between her and her dad, that wasn't your business to get online and speak about it, bitch. At me. As somebody who has been raised by disciplinary parents, they don't always make the right decisions. They don't always handle situations the way they should be handled. And in all honesty, you shouldn't be putting your fucking hands on your 16-year-old daughter, especially if she's naked and in the shower. I don't give a shit how upset you are. And that's the problem. What y'all don't realize is, and what a lot of therapists will tell y'all, is if you're upset because your child has done something disrespectful, you need to go and calm down first before you reprimand them for whatever they did wrong. Because then you're just acting out of anger, and that is not helping your child. That is only traumatizing them. And as somebody who understands it from personal fucking experience, I am appalled that you would allow that bitch to get online and speak about your daughter and whatever the hell went on. That wasn't her place. It wasn't her place. I feel bad for Cheyenne. Because even though I laughed at the fact that she was screaming the whole video, I understand her angst. I understand her pain. That wasn't the right move to make. You don't get online and air your personal family business because it's nobody's business. And when you and your dad get over it, people will remember it, and you should get over it. I know you feel like I will never forgive him. You should forgive him. Not for him, for you. Because you're going to grow up. You're 16 now. So at 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, you're going to be making decisions about the men that you sleep with or the men you decide to date based off of how mad you are at your dad for not being who you felt like he should have been to you. So do us all a favor, little girl. And Crystal, if you're listening to me, which you might be, get your daughter some therapy to deal with her father's fucking abandonment and his lack of maturity and understanding of what it is to be a parent to a teenage girl. Because he don't know. How would he know? Nobody parented him. So how the fuck would he know how to be a parent to a teenage girl? He ain't been there this whole time. So even though he was wrong, and he paid the police officer off from what we understand from what Cheyenne said, allegedly, whatever happened, what should happen after this is a father sitting down in a room with his daughter by themselves or with her mother. And I say by themselves because sometimes you baby mamas can be inflammatory and nobody needs that extra drama. She's 16, but still he fucked up. So he should sit down and talk to his daughter. And I also feel like, Cease, if you watching this video, which you very you very well made because y'all watch my content. If you did what your daughter said you did, you need to check yourself and apologize for the way you handled her, even if she was wrong in the way she disrespected you. Because her disrespecting you does not mean that you get to throw all common sense out of the window. And the way our parents handled us wasn't always the right way. And as a man, you don't get to stump and put your hands on a 16-year-old girl while she's naked or in any form. You take shit from her. You take phones. You turn off phones. You take bags away. You take weaves away. You take shit that they value away, but you don't put your hands on them at this age. That's just not acceptable to me. And it's not the right way. So if that's what you did, because it's all alleged, but I believe her, if that's what you did, then you're wrong and you need to fix it. And you need to apologize and you need to get that bitch of yours in check, because that wasn't her place to speak on your relationship with your daughter. Fix it. Cheyenne, your daddy may have been wrong, but you putting him on blast was not right. Sorry, it wasn't. Parents aren't perfect. They make mistakes. He's fucked up. And if you need to punish him in some way between the two of y'all, then that's fine. But the internet and everybody else didn't need to be included on this because it's all alleged. I'm sorry. It's alleged and nobody else needed to know about it. Tell your mom. Your mom can go about the appropriate channels if that's necessary. You're 16. If you needed to go about the appropriate channels, I get that. I get that. But I always feel like when it comes to family relations, the internet don't need to be involved because the internet takes shit far and beyond. You and your family try to heal from something and the internet will remind you about it every day if they feel like it. And that's not their place. Just like whenever what happened between me and my dad happened, it was nobody else's place to interfere in our relationship. It was nobody else's place to speak on whether he and I were wrong because it has nothing to do with anybody else but us. And the only reason I was able to heal and deal with everything that has happened to me is because I was able to do it in privacy. Value your privacy. Stop thinking that getting online and spraying your business to everybody is in your best interest because you feel out of control. Because it's not. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Cease, you need to fix this shit.